Hello YouTube, this is David from the Mr. Black YouTube channel. Today I'm here to give you a Blood of the Dead map guide. So this is just going to show you pretty much all the side things you can do on the map. Basically stuff that's more survival oriented rather than main Easter egg oriented, although there is some stuff in here that will be need to be done with the main Easter egg. So if you're trying to do the main Easter egg for this map and you just want to get a refresher on where everything's at, a good strategy to use, this will probably be your best video to do that. I will show you where all the parts for the side stuff is. I'll show you some of the extra stuff, and I'll also show you some other things that are pretty significant on the map too. So starting off, we will start with our class loadout. So you're going to go to the Ether Story tab on your create a class. For elixirs, I recommend anywhere but here. Great elixir. Get cornered, pop it, gets you out of a sticky situation. The second one, if you're on co-op, I highly recommend nowhere but there. But if you're not on co-op, you can use Arsenal Accelerator or Stock Option. I tend to prefer Arsenal Accelerator because there's a step in this where you may have to start charging your specialist if you're doing the main Easter egg, so it doesn't hurt to have that if you're on solo. The next one I would recommend is Temporal GIF. Again, if you see a double points drop, you can pop this, get longer double points, or a fire sale drop, you can also pop this and get a longer fire sale too. Very good elixir to have. And then, of course, as usual, good old equipment, very helpful. Now, on this map, equipment, it can possibly be traded out for something else. You're not going to be needing to use it a whole lot, but if you are doing survival, you know, if you get monkey bombs, you know, having an equipment on you when you run out of monkey bombs, if you need to quickly spawn in more, is really, really useful. Alright, so for your perks, it's just the usual. Make sure you have Dying Wish on one of your machines. Quick Revive, Winter's Wail, and Stamina as the modifier. Blood is a very, very, very big map, so I highly recommend making sure you have your tonic be the modifier. And then the other ones, they're all pretty good too, just as usual as you know. Dying Wish helps keep your perks and stops from going down. Quick Revive, regen health faster. Winter's Wail. On this map, Winter's Wail is very good, and we'll actually be using it for the Easter egg guide also. Winter's Wail is very, very helpful on this map, because there's a lot of points in this map where it helps to like save a zombie, and if you're on solo, you know, being able to slow a zombie down for a little while using the Winter's Wail perk is really, really useful. Now as for your weapons, I recommend the Path of Sorrows, but the Ragnaroks are also really good. The Path of Sorrows, if you press L2 once it reaches level 2, you can dash forward, get a lot of speed. And if you get the Path of Sorrows to level 3, you can press L2 and R2 in at the same time and basically get a in-plane sight effect from Black Ops 3. So the zombies won't see you and they'll just go elsewhere. Again, Wraithfire. Is it important in this map? Well, not super important. I just like the Wraithfires because just in general they tend to work for like most things in most maps. They tend to be just generally good. They can help you see things if the area is too dark. Again, on 9 you can get the free perk with the Wraithfire. It's just, these things are great to have all around throughout the game. And then your starting weapon, again, I love, love, love the Strife, because of course it has the melee on it, which is a one-hit melee until round 5, and it is just awesome. So, I'm going to get into the map, and once I get into the map, I will see you there. Alright, so I just spawned into the map, and the first thing you want to do once you spawn into the map is melee kill all the zombies except one. So I'm not the original person to find this strategy. I know it's been thrown around quite a bit by different YouTubers and stuff. I don't exactly know the origin, so I can't really give credit to it. But yeah, it's just been kind of known when you're in solo, this is a good way to start the game. So you can go ahead and start by meleeing all the zombies except one. And this is the spawn area, by the way. You have this little laboratory down here. And then you will also have this little area up here. Okay. So it looks like that's all there is but one zombie. Got a wall by here. Go ahead and open the door on the left up here. Again, you got another wall by. This is a really good gun if you want it later on. The MOG, it's a really good shotgun. And then go ahead and open this door in the far back left after you come out of that spawn door. Now you're going to want to run down here. If you want, you can collect your 300 points from this perk machine. Otherwise, go and hit the first power switch. So there's 2 power switches in the map. That's the very first one. After you hit that power switch, you can turn back around. And then over here, you should now be able to open the catwalk. Now, I will say one thing about the catwalk. It can get a little intense up on the catwalk. A bunch of zombies are going to spawn rapidly. However, they will be a one-hit melee since you're on round 1, even if you don't have the strife. My biggest piece of advice is if it gets too intense for you, again, just take your time, step back, and make sure that you pop your specialist. And you don't have to do it right away, but there's going to be a bit coming up where it really helps to pop your specialist, and I'll show you when that's at. So when you're about to get off the catwalk, which is right over here, you're going to make sure that whatever you do, you shoot the Warden. So he's going to be over there. So go ahead and snipe him with your pistol. If you want to throw some grenades out to try to kill his hounds, you can go ahead and do that too. But main thing is you at least hit him once. Now while you're going through all this, you know, again, you're going to want to take your time. Watch out for a zombie that is walking slowly. If you see a zombie that is like walking very slowly, whatever you do, make sure you do not kill it. That is very important because that will end the round. So again, that's a good time to pop your specialist to push through here. Before you go too much farther, try to kill the Warden. I recommend aiming for the head. You pop his helmet off, and then just make sure that, you know, you keep aiming for his skull. Kill him quick, because otherwise he'll lock a bunch of stuff down. And there you go. So now he's going to drop a part. That part is your first part for the shield on this map. So go ahead and grab the key after you kill him. Wait a minute, if there's a nuke, make sure you don't grab the nuke. Then you're going to run over here. This is the original Mob of the Dead spawn. So this is the D block. And your first part, like your second part for the shield, the first possible spot is right here on this little breaker. If it's not there, go ahead and open the door on the left. Go up one level. Go through here. Go left. And then look right. And then right there on the ground, that's your next spot for the next shield part. If it's not there, and it's okay to go this way anyway because we'll be heading towards the next power switch, it can be right here on this little right breaker right here. So right across from the Warden's office. This is your last possible spawn for the second shield part. So after you get that part, go ahead and go downstairs here. Open this door. So this is the Citadel. So you're going to follow it through. There's the trebuchet on the wall. And then you're going to make another left, and this is, if you played the original mob, then that's good. You pretty much know a lot of this already, but you're going to go down here. Now your next shield part is going to be in this area. So it spawns on the back side of one of these things. I think it specifically spawns behind, let's see, I think it's, what is it? Is it this one? Or no? Which one is it? I think it's like the third one down. I think it's that one right there. So it's on the back of one of those. While you're coming down here, you can go ahead and open this up. Then you could go down here. Your next possible spot for the shield is going to be in this left kind of corner area right here. So it can be like right here up against these skulls, I think, or in this corner. If it's not there, you're going to go to right here to where you go outside to the Citadel tunnels. It's going to be right up here against this little wall. And there you go. So that's all three shield parts that we now have. So you can go ahead and open this door right here. This leads to the second power station. And go through this door on the right. Right there. And one of these switches, you might have to look at the lighting, will be unflipped, like it'll be down like that. Go ahead and flip it once you find it. Just be warned that will spawn another Brutus in. So we're going to take care of him real fast. Make sure it's not a nuke. And that's a nuke, so we will have to wait for that to disappear before we can continue on. So I'm going to cut to that. So after you turn on the power down here, you can go ahead and return back the way you came. So I'm just going to cut through that. Alright, so we're just back here outside the Warden's office. So from here, what you can do is you can go over here. Go up these stairs. Go again, it's just like we're going back the way we came. And then what we're going to do is back here where we first initially came through that door from the D block, we're going to go up these stairs right here. Open this one on the top, and then if you make a left, here's one possible workbench to build your shield. This is generally considered to be the best spot in the map. It's pretty good. So, before we continue on, it's important that I explain this mechanic real quick. In this map, the shield is often used to activate power switches, like these little power switches right there. It's used for a variety of things. It's used to collect parts. It's used to just, you know, it's used for just so many different things. So a big part of Blood of the Dead is this shield. So in order to charge this shield up, you have to go up to a zombie and then hold right on it. So your key will start glowing like this, and when you kill a zombie, you'll absorb its soul. And then once you absorb enough souls, if you hold L2, you'll look through the shield, and in the bottom right you should see how many shield blasts you have. If you press right trigger or melee after you're holding L2, you will do a charged blast. This charged blast is used, again, to hit power switches, activate them, and so on. So after you grab the shield, a good thing to do right away is start working on the dog heads. So I'm going to start absorbing the zombie souls. So our first dog head is right here, in this area right here, this cell block, second floor. Another thing that happens is if you get the power on, or you get to the prison, I think, before round 2, you actually get an early dog round, like a very early dog round on round 2. This is nice because you can easily absorb dogs with your shield. So whenever you see a hellhound standing around, if you need more shield charges, it's a great idea to just use your shield on the dogs, because no matter what round you're on, the dogs will very easily always be absorbed by the shield, but zombies become harder and harder as the game progresses on. Alright, so I just finished absorbing all the dogs in that round. Now if I hold L2, you can see I have 2 shield blasts. That is the maximum number of shield blasts you can have in the base shield. We will be upgrading the shield later, and I will show you how to do that in this video. And once we upgrade it, you can carry 4 shield blasts instead of 2. It will also be very important to upgrade the shield if you're doing the Easter egg. While it's not mandatory, I highly recommend you do that in order to make your process of doing the Easter egg much easier, because you will be using the shield quite a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start killing zombies here. And as you can see, this is our first dog head. So you gotta wait for him to finish eating. And go ahead and melee another zombie. And there is an audio cue if you listen closely to the dog. It's like, but I'm gonna kill these zombies until it's done. So it is a little bit dangerous in this area. You can kind of maneuver around the zombies. It is only round 2. Again, you have an anywhere but here if things get too intense, but shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so I just killed one more zombie, and as you can see, the dog is now done. When the dog is done, the head will go back into the wall like that, and the symbol will be glowing. So your next dog head that you can do while you're here is you're going to come down here. So again, that's just off that middle bit, down here to Michigan Avenue. Right here where the Warden's office is, you can come in here. As soon as you get in here, if you want to grab a part for the Acid Gat Kit, go ahead and open the store up and grab it right there. Otherwise, you can come in here. And your tonic perk machine is going to be right here in the Warden's office. And you're going to open the store right over here. And then your next dog symbol is right here at the Eagle Plaza, right here above this window. So I'm going to do the same thing as before. And you can charge kill the zombies if you want to fill the dog heads like that. I'm just going to be doing it with kills because my shield is fully charged and I don't need to charge it anymore. So I'm going to cut to when this dog head is done. Alright, so I just got done with that eagle right there. Excuse me, that dog. So another area down here around the Eagle Plaza is this area right here. This is the Warden's house. This will be quite important later on when we do the Easter egg and stuff, but for now just know that this is where it's at. It's right outside the office is the house. So after you've done the wolf head right there, your next one is going to be all the way back at spawn. So this map is pretty large, and without having stamina, it would take quite a while to get back to spawn. So the fastest way to get back to the spawn and actually get to the dog head immediately would probably be to go to here. So just again, follow the stairs across to where that one spot was that you checked earlier for the shield part, that little breaker right there. Go ahead and open the door to the cafeteria, and then just go and use this fast travel portal over here in the back right. So this will take you straight back to basically the area that spawn is, and it'll actually take you straight back to around where the dog head is. So it's going to put us through here to the transverse tunnel. So, and I'll go in here. So your next dog head is going to be over there on the wall, but I just want to show you where we're at in comparison. So I'm going to open this door. So this was the right door at spawn that we did not open. Remember, we went over here, we opened this like little door right here, and then we turned the power on. Well, if you make a right, you go into the New Industries building. So that building's Model Industries, this one's New Industries. When you go into New Industries, this is where the next dog head is. So while you're here, you can start filling it up. It's right there on the wall, and I will cut to you once I am done filling it up. So it also doesn't hurt to start charging your specialist weapon occasionally on this map, especially early on. You will need it for a step later on. Well, not so much a step, but an Easter egg on the map, but it is a part of the main Easter egg. So I just finished filling my dog head, so I will get back to you when I have a zombie saved, and I will show you what you can do next. Make sure that throughout the game you program yourself to keep 2 zombies, specifically 2 to 3 zombies at the end of every round. Now this won't matter much now, but if you ever plan on doing the Easter egg, we're going to take advantage of having 2 zombies alive at the end of the round. Now, again, that's not too important to you right now, but if you do plan on doing the Easter egg, just try to get in the habit mentally of keeping 2 to 3 zombies at the end of each round, okay? Just a tip beforehand. Alright, so you just finished doing your 3rd wolf head. That is the final wolf head, and you can now go get the Hell's Retriever. So go back to this little fast travel portal that you used before. Okay, so I just arrived back at the cafeteria. So what you're going to do is you're just going to head back towards the Warden's office. So just go straight, go up these stairs, go straight down the cell block, just through the store on the right will be in the Warden's office. So the first thing you're going to want to do while you're in the Warden's office, you're going to want to pull your shield out. You're going to step back, and you might have to wait a minute for these numbers to load in clearly, so you might want to just stand still for a second. As you can see, so I have the numbers 284, even though they're taking forever to load in. 284, there you go. So that's 2, 8, and 4. So if you look from left to right on these 3 pillars in the Warden's office, you'll see 3 sets. So this one set of number, you'll see these 3 numbers, and they are random every game. You read them from left to right, and you just want to remember them. So again, I have 284. I mean, you can write them down if you want. It's not entirely necessary, but just remember them. So what you're going to do is, after you have your numbers down, in my case it's 284, your game will probably be different, you're going to want to go over here to the Warden's house. So between the showers and the Warden's house, there's this specific fast travel point you can take. After you finish the 3 dog heads and take this portal, right here in the middle will be the Hell's Retriever. You're just going to hold square, press F, your use key or whatever, to pick it up while you're traveling through there. So you can get it either going from the showers to the Warden's house or going from the Warden's house to the showers. However, you cannot get from any other fast travel point in the map. You can only get the Hell's Retriever between the fast travel point that's between the showers or the Warden's house. And again, the order that which you take it does not matter. After you get the Hell's Retriever, go open the store right here to the right, to the Citadel tunnels. And you're going to want to open this store right here, which we already opened. You're going to go down here. You're going to go all the way down the spiral staircase. You're going to pull out your shield, your spectral shield. In my case, I'm going to hold L2. I'm going to do my shield blast, and then I'm going to enter in the numbers 284, because that's what was in my game. If you got your numbers right, they will flash, and you might get a quote like I just got there. So, you might be asking, why are we doing this? Why did we enter these numbers in? We entered those numbers in so we can get the silver spoon. The silver spoon is an important item in the game. You will need it for the main Easter egg, and you will also it can also kill zombies with a one-hit melee kill until round 14. So that's the first thing you have to do in order to get it. Another thing is you will also need it if you want to get the Golden Spork, and I will show you how to do that later on in the video. Again, I am just going to continue on now. So after you punch that code in there, you're going to go down here and go through the power station. You're going to open the store right here, and you're going to come over here. This is the docks. There's the Thompson on the wall over there, and there's a perk machine up there. It's the cola machine. I guess I'll show you that real quick. So your cola machine is right here. Go and get that free 100 points. So while you're here at the docks, you're going to come over here to around where this crane is, so like kind of like out here at the bottom of the tower. You're going to shield blast that little thing right there, and I recommend only doing this once you have the Hell's Retriever, otherwise you're not going to get anything out of this. So you're going to have a short time frame. It's going to lift this little fish bag up, and it's going to go over that crate right there. Wait for it to go over the crate, and then throw your Tomahawk at it. Okay, so I just killed the zombies, but that's fine. Throw your Tomahawk at it, and then underneath it, you can now pick up the spoon. So you now have the silver spoon. Okay, I'm going to save a zombie, so that way I can start working on the next step with you. or what you can do next after you've grabbed the spoon. Another recommendation I'm going to just remind you, so we just used our 2 spectral shield charges, so immediately I'm just going to start trying to charge more. Once you get into the later rounds, it's going to be really hard to do this with zombies running around. You're going to have to either use dogs, or you might have to even use a little mini Easter egg, which I will show you, to get free shield blasts. For now, I'm just going to start charging this up. Okay, so you also get a quote when it's fully charged. So I got 2 charges, which is the max you can get on the base shield. So now, I'm going to just get back to you once I have a zombie at the end of the round. Alright, so now I'm back with only a few zombies left. So, on the map, there are, I believe it's 5 skulls in total. So there's 5 skulls that are on the map that you can collect to get a free Blundergat Wonder Weapon. So, I am going to show you where each of those 5 skulls are. Your first skull, if you did this game exactly as I did, can be found right here at the docks. And if you need to see where these skulls are, like specifically, you can look through your shield. Once you find the skull, you're just going to throw your Tomahawk at it, and then that will pick it up. You'll hear a little sound cue, and then you're good to go. I mean, I can look out the shield again just to show you that's not there. So as you can see, we did pick it up. If you're not sure, you can always double check by looking through your shield. But anyways, I'm now going to show you where your next 2 skulls are. So if you go back through here and back through the second power room, next skull that you're gonna get is gonna be at the Warden's office. So once you get up to the top of these stairs right here from the little spiral Citadel stairs, go ahead and make a right. This is the quick way to get to the Warden's office. And then go right up these stairs, and just on your left will be the Warden's office. So your next skull you're going to get by going up to this barrier over here in the back left corner of the office, and just throw it at that power line right there. You throw it, and there you go. I got the next skull. Okay, so after you get that skull, you can get to the next skull by going back, and this time you're going to go back towards the D block, which is the first area you arrived at when you got to the prison. So I'm going to go over here, back towards the D block, and right down these stairs before you go up from the library, you're going to look through this little thing right here, and as you can see, the skull is on the toilet right there, so you can go ahead and get the skull there. So again, this is just before, around the area where we did our middle, like, dog head. The dog head's right there. After you grab that skull, you can go ahead and go up all the way up the stairs, back towards where the shield is. You may want to repair it while you're here. That's very important throughout the game that you make sure your shield's in good health. You're going to cross this little gap here, and you're going to go into the infirmary. So here's the infirmary. If you played the original mob, you might be familiar with this. While you're here, you can go ahead and unlock this little casing right here to get your next Acid Gat part. And then finally, the last perk machine, which is the soda, is right here in the infirmary, right where Deadshot used to be. So your third skull that you can get, and you can get these in any order, I'm just showing you the order I get them in, is going to be on that box over there. Go ahead and get that. And be careful, because you can end up by accidentally killing the zombies if you're not careful. So as you can see, we got the skull. So your final skull is going to be at spawn. So we can go ahead and go through the cafeteria if we want to. We can go ahead and get back to spawn quickly using our fast travel portal right here. Alright, so we just returned back to New Industries, which is this little factory right here. Going to go through this door, and right here to the left outside the door at spawn, above this little truck there on that stairwell, your next and final skull is going to be right there. So you can go ahead and throw the Tomahawk, pick up the skull, and now you have everything you need to go get your free Blundergat. All you have to do is return to the Warden's office. So I'm just going to take the fast travel for this because this is a big map and I don't want to have to walk around everywhere. Alright, so we just got back to the cafeteria. So we're going to go to the Warden's office. So we're going to make a left up here and just go straight through Michigan Avenue. Alright, so I'm now back at the Warden's office, and right here on this middle table, you should be able to hold square to pick up the Blundergat. Congratulations, you now have the Wonder Weapon of the map. That's how you get the Wonder Weapon for free. The base Blundergat is very, very powerful. It's a really good shotgun, but what I tend to like to do in the map is always upgrade it to the Magmagat. So, as you can see, we got 2 parts for the Acid Gat Kit. And the Acid Gat in this map is not too bad. It's actually not bad at all, although I personally prefer the Magmagat. The Magmagat gets a lot of points. It has kind of a short-range monkey bomb effect, and it's just a really good weapon to have. You'll probably want if you're going to be attempting the Easter egg too. So, how do you get the Magmagat? So, in order to get the Magmagat, I recommend starting a fresh round. Okay, I accidentally got a dog round, so don't do this on a dog round. Make sure that you're doing it on a fresh round with zombies. So I recommend you go ahead and try to corral up some zombies and then go into the Warden's house, and I'll show you what to do once we get there. Again, you have the Blundergat, you have your specialist, you have anywhere but here if anything gets too messy. Alright, so I've just been running donuts around here outside the Warden's house. So I've got quite a few zombies here. So what I'm going to do is after you get a decent number of zombies like corralled up, go ahead and go inside the Warden's house. And go ahead and activate this little fireplace right here with your Blundergat out. You'll have to put your Blundergat in there. Go ahead and activate it. And then you're going to pull out your specialist. And you're going to start killing zombies and picking up the blue souls. You do have to walk over them. And then after you do that, you kill enough, you pick up enough, which isn't a whole lot. You can go back outside. You can get some distance between you and the zombies. There is a mini lockdown, but it goes away as soon as you get all the zombies killed. Or sorry, all the souls collected, the blue souls. Now, the reason I recommend you use your specialist for this is you will need a level 2 specialist to do another Easter egg on the map. So as you can see, I just got my level 2 specialist. So again, this is just a side Easter egg, but it is actually a part of the main Easter egg. So you do want to start working on charging it up. That's just a good way to do two things at one, kind of, like kill two birds with one stone. So, all three of those little things on top of the fireplace will be lit up. What you're going to do is you're going to pick it up, you're going to be on a timer, and you're going to need to run the Blundergat through the map all the way back to spawn, and there is only one path you can take, so I'm going to show you that path. You do not need stamina up for this, but I recommend it. It does not hurt to have. So go ahead and pick it up. You're going to run outside the Warden's house, and again, you're going to run past these flaming blue barrels. You're going to hit that barrel, you're going to make a left, go through the Warden's office, go through the middle, all the way straight ahead through the middle of the cell block, hit that next barrel. You're going to go up the stairs and then straighten around here. You're going to drop off down to the right here. Make sure you have enough points to open that door. There's your next barrel. Then you're going to run through the recreation yard, just like this. Fortunately, I need to get a new PS4 controller. My running is a little bit weird on this one. Here's your next barrel. Then you're going to go on the catwalk, and you're going to run through the catwalk. This is probably the riskiest part of this step. Don't worry about the zombie hands hitting you. It's not going to kill you, but it will hurt. At the very bottom on the left is your next barrel, so go ahead and make sure you hit that one. Bottom of the catwalk. And then right here to the right, you're going to run around and go into new industries. And then once you get into new industries, you're going to take it all the way over here to the right area of the room, kind of the right middle area. And you're going to put your Blundergat right down there in that little metal press thingy. And then after you do that, give it a couple of seconds, and you will now have the Magmagat. And a Brutus will spawn, so you can use the Magmagat to kill Brutus. It's not completely terrible for killing him. Is it the absolute best? I am not sure, but it seems to work okay on Brutus. You can kill him with the Magmagat. So I will go ahead and take care of him real quick. Alright, so I just killed Brutus again. So he will always spawn in once you craft the Magmagat. Should just be warned about that. So the Magmagat, just like the Blundergat, it's a one. So you shoot one shot out. It shoots a little projectile. To my knowledge, this projectile does not have drop off. I don't think. Okay, it does have drop off. Never mind. And it basically acts as like a little monkey bomb, and you can pack a punch the Magmagat to get 2 shots instead of 1. Highly recommend doing that if you're doing the Easter egg. So while we're here, the box is here. Unfortunately, Brutus locked it down. So at this point, you have a few different things you can do. The first thing you can do is work on getting the upgraded shield, if you would so like. You can also work on getting the upgraded Tomahawk, which is the Hell's Redeemer instead of the Hell's Retriever. And you can also work on getting the Golden Spork. Now, what do I recommend you do first of these challenges? Well, personally, I would say you can try for the upgraded shield first. So all you have to do is hit the mystery box until a locket appears. So in this map, when a lock appears in the mystery box, that's basically a monkey that's moving the box. What you're going to do when you see a locket appear is you're going to pull out your shield. You're going to suck it until you can't suck it anymore, so you're going to suck it. Just with the shield's a little suck power, like this. And then once it's done being sucked and you can't suck it anymore, like the little beam goes away, you can throw out your Tomahawk and you will get the upgraded shield. So you need to go to wherever the box is, so in this case it's in the cafeteria. And you just need to hit it until, again, you get a teddy bear, or what is equal to the teddy bear in this map. So What's the teddy bear of this map? Well, the teddy bear of this map is actually a lock, a little locket. So I'm going to keep hitting the box until I get it, and then I will cut to when I get that. Make sure you have a shield before you do this too. So I got the locket, I'm going to suck it with the shield suck power, and then I'm going to throw my Tomahawk out. And there you go. So the upgraded shield basically allows you to store 4 shield blasts in total. So you can keep sucking the zombies and get 4 shield blasts in total. So once you suck the locket and then you throw your Tomahawk at it, you will get the upgraded shield. Now, I want to mention one more tip. If you're doing co-op, all players will have to get their own upgraded shields. However, I would like to give a special shout out to the No Thumbs crew. So I believe they found out that what you can do is when the locket is fully sucked, if every player in the game throws their Tomahawks at the same time, even if they're not hitting the lock from the box, they will also just pull out their upgraded shield also. So do note that you could like maybe make up a little like time thing with your friends or whatever. If you're in co-op, you'd be like, okay, I'm sucking the lock now, throw. And you could say okay, when he says throw, you could be like, okay, everyone throw. There you go, everyone throws their Tomahawk at the same time. So that's another way that, you know, using that strategy, that all the people in a co-op game could get the upgrade shield at once. Another strategy I would like to mention, or not a strategy but just knowledge that you may not have, is in a co-op game, for all players to get the upgraded Magmagat, if every player in the game gets the Blundergat, which multiple players can out of the box, they can take it to the little refinery area, the new industries area, right where you put the tempered Blundergat in. They can put their Blundergats in there and also get those upgraded to Magmagats. So that's another thing I would like to mention that is shared. Now I could be wrong here, but I think the Golden Spork quest is shared, so I know for a fact, like, if one person gets the Golden Spoon, the other people can get that. Sorry, not the Golden Spoon, but just the spoon. The other people in the game can go get the spoon too, so I know that for a fact. If you're in co-op, I don't know if the Golden Spork quest shares between all players. I just know for a fact that the spoon one does. So that's worth looking into.
I have full charge.
Alright, so I have just returned to the recreation yard. So if you want to get the upgraded Hell's Retriever, which is the little Tomahawk that you can throw uncharged to kill zombies, you're going to want to kill zombies kind of like from the bottom of this thing, about to right over here, where this is, right where the box is. Now the reason you want to do that is when you throw the Tomahawk around here, it turns blue. So you might have seen it right there, it turns blue. You're going to want to throw that and kill zombies here until you hear a wolf's howl, and that shouldn't take too long to get. I am doing this before I do the Golden Spork because this is something you want to get done as early as possible, because this step, just like in order to get the upgrade Tomahawk on this map, it just gets exponentially harder the longer you wait. So I'm going to work on that right now. It does get a little risky out here, so just be careful. So we're going to keep throwing it out. It doesn't take too long for it to charge, but again, just be careful. I recommend maybe actually having the Magmagat out for this. It doesn't hurt, just because it can, you know, at least take the zombies off you for a minute. Okay, so I just got it. So I just got the wolf howl. So again, just make sure you're keeping your ears open for that one. Make sure you try to listen as good as you can. I will get back to you when there's 1 zombie left so I can show you what you have to do next. Okay, so once you get the wolf howl, you are going to be checking around the map in specific locations for a wolf head. You can only see the wolf head if you have a shield, so make sure you have a shield. So the first possible spot, you're going to run up to this little break-in between the rest of the recreation yard and like the top one down there. You're going to look through your shield, it can be underneath there. If it's not there, to the left of this mystery box spot on that wall right there can be there. That's where it's at in my game, and that's also what it looks like. If it's not there, you're going to check that siding right there. And if it's not there, you're going to step back a bit and check that siding right there. And that's all the spots in the recreation yard. So I will cut to the next spots. So if you didn't see it in the recreation yard, what I'm going to recommend is you run up here, and you're going to run down to the showers. So we're going to the next possible spots for it. Just make a left and a left. Okay, your next spots for it, you're going to go into the Citadel tunnel. So we've been here before, this is just a different entrance. You're going to look to the right of these 3 dog heads through your shield. If it's not there, you're going to turn around just opposite. You're going to look on that wall over there. If it's not on that wall, what you're going to do is you're going to look through this barricade on this window right here. And that is your last possible location for down here. If you don't see in any of these spots, it might still be in one of these areas just tucked away through maybe another window or something, but it should be in one of those. Okay, so you checked all your locations down here at the Citadel. If you didn't see your wolf head down here at the Citadel, you're just going to go out the other side towards the Warden's office. So that's up these stairs right here. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to get to the top. You're going to go out the store on the right into the Eagle Plaza. You're going to look through your shield on that wall, like kind of right in that area. If it's not there, go ahead and look next to this pipe right here down here. And you should have found your wolf head by now. So I'm going to go back to the one in the recreation yard and show you what you have to do next. So I'm going to cut here. So again, if you remember, my dog head's through this, like right there on the wall. So once you find your dog head, all you're going to do is you're going to go up to it and throw your Tomahawk at it. It will take away your Tomahawk, so just be aware. So as you can see, I lost my Tomahawk. Now basically what you have to do is wait until a dog round. Make sure you still have your shield, make sure it's in good health, and you have your charges. Before we get to a dog round though, there's some other things we can do. If you want to get the free monkey bomb Easter egg, you can go ahead and do that, or at least start working on that in the meantime. I'm going to go ahead and repair my shield. Okay, so now I want to work on getting the free monkey bomb Easter egg. So what I am going to do is make sure that you have a level 2 specialist, and you're going to want to get a horde of zombies. So I will cut to me having a horde of zombies. So all you're going to do is you're going to get a horde of zombies, and you're going to take them to the bottom of the stairs at the cell block, like main CD Street area right here, where we got that one skull earlier. You're going to get a whole horde. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take them all to this spot right here. You're going to pull out your specialist, which should be level 2 by now. And you're going to go ahead and kill zombies here. Now, I did not expect Brutus to spawn here, so that's kind of sucky. But I'm going to still try to get it anyways. So let me kill everything in this corner. Again, you need to charge this little item here with souls. So let's see if we got it. So the monkey's head should turn red. Once it's red, just go ahead and shoot it, and it will teleport away. And that is good. That means you did this step correctly, although I need to get out of here because I'm about to die. So now after you shot the monkey and it went into the sky and teleported, all you have to do is go back to spawn. And then if you go back to spawn, we're going to go all the way back. I mean spawn, like the very first starting room. Go all the way back, all the way back. And right here on this table, you can just pick up monkey bombs. And it's as simple as that. And I would like to also add your third part for the Acid Gat is right here in just this tunnel. It always spawns right there. It never spawns anywhere else. Just right here in the tunnel between New Industries and the powerhouse. So I guess this would be a good time to also show you how to get the Pack-a-Punch unlocked in the map. So if you want to unlock Pack-a-Punch, what you have to do is you have to go to basically the top of the building where you used to build the plane, so that's through the infirmary. You're going to go to the very, very top. Make sure you have a shield and a charge on your shield before you do this. You're just going to shield blast this little panel right here. And then some ghosts are going to spawn in the afterlife, and then spawn in your Pack-a-Punch machine. So I'm going to throw a monkey bomb out so I can go ahead and Pack-a-Punch in peace. And then there you go. You can now Pack-a-Punch your guns. I'm going to Pack-a-Punch the Magmagat because that's what I want. And just be careful because it can get a little hectic up here. Pack-a-Punch does move in this map. It can be in one of 3 areas, but it always starts out in the same area the first time you unlock it in the game. So the first one of the possible areas that I can go to is right over there in the corner at the first powerhouse. If it's not at basically where you started it at, like when you first, enabled it, the third and final spot can be right here in the second power room, just up against that wall. So we are now in a dog round. So we are going to continue working on our Hell's Redeemer. So in order to get this step finished, you're basically going to look around the map for a ghost dog. You can only see this dog using spectral vision, so you have to look through your shield. However, it does leave footprints on the ground, so it can be a little bit easy to spot. You don't have to look through your shield for too long. You can kill dogs, just make sure you don't end the round. You're going to look basically around the whole map. Primarily, you're going to start around spawn. It can be around spawn. It can be around the Warden's cell block. These are the areas you're going to look around. So basically between the Warden's kind of area and then around spawn, then around, yep, and there we go. I think I might have just found it. I can't really tell. Yep. So it's right there. I'm just going to make sure I don't go down. This dog will leave me alone. So as you saw, I saw the ghost pause. And there's my dog, is right there on the stairs there. So you're going to go ahead and go up to it and shield blast it. When you shield blast it, it will disappear. Now all you have to do is return to either the shower's fast travel point or the Warden house's fast travel point. Go ahead and take the fast travel, and now you can pick up the Hell's Redeemer. And then that is your upgraded Hell's Retriever. So just so you know, that's how you do that. So if we remember what we have left for our side Easter eggs, we have the Golden Spork, and then I'll also show you some bonus stuff towards the end of this video too. So in order to start the Golden Spork quest, which gives you a one-hit melee kill weapon until round 34, you're going to go to the infirmary. So what you're going to do is you're going to go into the infirmary, you're going to go into the right rooms, and then in this tub, there's going to be a tub right here. You're going to put your spork down here. So you're going to go up and square it or use it or whatever. After you put your spork down, you have to go to the roof of the infirmary, which is up here, next to where we first spawned in Pack-a-Punch. And you need to just kill zombies with your Blundergat or your Acid Gat or your Magmagat. And that's really all this challenge is, killing zombies or whatever up here with the Magmagat or the Acid Gat. Now I will say this, you do need quite a lot of kills in order to successfully do this challenge, so don't be afraid to kind of stay up here for a while and just camp around. Again, you know, you have all your special weapons and whatnot to help you out if you get kind of stuck or it gets too hectic up here. So I will go ahead and cut to me killing some zombies with this. It does take a good like 60 to 80 zombie kills, I think, 50 to like 80 zombie kills, so just you might want to train around for a little while because it's, you know, it's going to take a minute. But I will cut to me killing some zombies, and I'll cut to how you know when it is done. Do be careful because the Magmagat's monkey bomb effect is not that strong, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so I just killed about a round's worth. So now I'm going to go show you how to tell if you have done it successfully or if you have enough kills. So you're just going to return to the tub in question where we put our spoon down. And it should let you drain it if you hold square on it. So I'm holding square on it. It's not letting me drain it, so that means it is not ready to be drained yet. So we do have to go kill more zombies on the roof. And there isn't really a queue for this, unfortunately. You don't get a sound or anything. You just have to basically go back to the tub after you kill a bunch of zombies, and that's how you know when the step's done. Alright, so I just killed a bunch of zombies. So I'm going to go check to see if my tub is now full. I'm going to go up to it and square it. And as you can see, the blood has drained. When the blood drains, you know you are done with this step. So I'm going to cut to what you have to do next. And again, just a huge tip, especially if you're doing the Easter egg, make sure you're regularly repairing your shield. Because if your shield does break, you end up losing like a lot of shield charges. And during the Easter egg, you have to use a lot of shield blasts, so just keep that in mind. Alright, so after you have drained the blood from the tub, you have to go back to the recreation yard. Now, there's basically this huge water tower over here you're going to have to shoot down. In order to shoot it down, there's these like little brownish, yellowish billboards on it. So you can shoot these billboards. You can shoot like 3 from the recreation yard. So the first one's there. You can shoot that at about like the far kind of side of the recreation yard, just looking at it over here. So your next one's going to be up there. Your next one's going to be right there. And then that other one you can shoot right here also. So then the tower's going to fall down. And there could be more spots for these. These are just the ones I know of. And then after the tower falls down, all you have to do is go on the catwalk. And you're just going to throw your Hell's Retriever / Redeemer right there towards the bottom of it. And then you will now get the Golden Spork, which is the one-hit melee kill weapon until round 34. There is another way to upgrade this, or at least change the theme of the Golden Spork, but that quest is pretty long. In most survival games, unless you're really like a hardcore completionist, I really don't think that it's necessary to learn the next step to this quest. But there is a way to get another melee weapon above the Golden Spork if you're hardcore like that. I'm not going to be showing you in this map guide how to do that, but there are other guides out there in the internet if you still want to look them up. I would also like to show you where you can build the Acid Gat Kit. So you can build it here kind of around spawn at New Industries. There's a workbench right here where you can build it. And then you can convert your, I think between the two if you so desire. So the other possible workbench that you can build the shield or the Acid Gat upgrade kit is right here at the docks. So again, if you're coming out of the power station where we turn the power switch on, it's just out here on the left. One final word of advice about the workbenches on this map. Since you can build the shield or the Acid Gat upgrade kit at any location, I strongly recommend you keep the shield always built at the cell block. So just be aware, like if you have all three parts at once of each of those, like for the Acid Gat Kit and the shield and you haven't built it yet, do keep an eye on the prompt when you go up to the workbench to build it, because you might accidentally build the Acid Gat Kit where in my opinion, it'd be better to put the shield. So for general map safety, survival, so on, I recommend training in the cafeteria. It's not perfect. It won't always be the safest option. You know, it can get pretty hectic in here if you're not careful. But in my opinion, it's a much safer area than anywhere else on the map. I will also cut to another training spot. So if you don't want to train at the cafeteria, maybe you're in a co-op game, the next best spot you can train is doing loops around here at the west grounds area of the map. So that's just this is basically where you spawned at. I will say this, if you do choose to train around here, be very careful about this door right here. I've gotten stuck in this door quite a bit when I've trained around here, so just bear that in mind. They do spawn in quite high numbers here. It's pretty dangerous, as you can see. So, let's say you have a shield, and you're desperately in need of charges. Maybe you're doing the Easter egg, because that does require a lot of shield blasts. Maybe for whatever reason, you badly need the shield charge or the shield blast, but you have none available. Well, as long as you have the shield on you, there is a Easter egg you can do to get free 4 shield blasts, or 2 if you don't have the upgraded shield, per round. So there's little red like power outlets around the map that you can go up to, that you can, as long as you have your shield pulled out, you can hold square on them, and then that will give you a free full shield blast. So I'm going to show you where each one is. So the first possible location for it is right here. You'll know if it's the right outlet if it is sparking. So in this case, this outlet is not sparking, so that is not the one I need to use. So there's another one here in New Industry, so that was just the first power switch area. Right up here next to this tub of blood, there's one right here, but this one's not sparking. Alright. So the next one you can check is going to be at the library, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this fast travel portal to get to the prison. Alright, so I just used fast travel. I'm going to go to the library real quick. So the next possible spot's right here outside the library. As you can see, this one's not sparking either, so I'm out of luck on that. The next one, after you go past that one, is just all the way up these stairs next to where the gondola is on the map. And this one is sparking, so this is the one that I need to use. So as you can see, I have 1 shield blast. Now I will say this, important tip about this. Make sure that before you square this box, you are holding the shield in your hand. If you're not holding the shield in your hand, you will not get the 4 charges in my experience. So I went and hold square, and now I have 4 full shield blasts. Alright? So, if it's not there, you can go towards the infirmary. So we're going to go in the infirmary. And you're going to go basically to the left of the Acid Gat part, where the Acid Gat part is in the infirmary. So you're going to go to where the kit's right there, and to the left of it, here's your next power box. If it's not there, you can run down here, all the way back down here in the cafeteria. And to the right of the sniper wall on the wall, there's your next one. If it's not there, you can go down to the showers. Turn left. To the right of the max wall by. It can be a little dark over here depending on your TV settings. Right here's the next one. So it's not there. You can run to the Warden's office. So the fastest way to do that from here would just be to follow this whole Citadel tunnel system all the way around. So then right out here outside the Warden's block, or the Warden's office, is right here on the wall to the right. If it's not that one, you can go down to the Citadel spiral staircase. So go ahead and go down these stairs here. And then to the left on this wall, here's your next possible full shield recharge. If it's not there, you're going to go down to the second power switch room area, kind of. So again, second power switch generator room. You're going to go in here, and just kind of diagonally opposite from the door that leads out to the docks, here's your next possible spot. If it's not there, you're going to come over here to the left of the Tommy gun wall by, like far left. You're going to have to look through the fence. I mean, it's right there on the wall, but in order to actually use it, you'll have to pull out your shield and use it from this through the fence right here. And if it's not there, the 12th and final spot, to my knowledge, I don't think there's any more spots on the map, you're going to just go up here to where the cola machine is. It's going to be right here on this fencing, right here to the left. So right before the cola machine on that fencing to the left of it, this is going to be, to my knowledge, your final possible power box spawn location on the map. So again, you need shield charges. Maybe you're in a desperate, pinch with the Easter egg. You can always go ahead and run and check all those. Just to reiterate, make sure you have your shield pulled out before you use them. Otherwise, you might not get those charges once you use it. Alright, so the last thing I want to say before I leave and go and edit this video later on is I want to give one final tip if you plan on doing the Easter. You do not necessarily need the Blundergat. There's no step for the Blundergat, the Magmagat, or the Acid Gat, but I really recommend if you plan on doing the Easter egg, you do get the Magmagat and you do it in the fashion I showed you. I would probably play my game a little bit differently from this one. This one I was a little bit more casual about things. When I make my Easter egg guide for this map, I'll show you kind of how you want to play the map. It's pretty similar to how I played it, but it's going to be a little bit more focused. You're definitely, so remember, it's not mandatory you get none of the gats. None of the gats in the map you need for the Easter egg. It is not mandatory to get the Hell's Redeemer, so the blue Tomahawk. You do need the Hell's Retriever, but you do not need the Hell's Redeemer. Okay? The shield is constantly necessary. You will need the shield constantly. It's pretty much the whole Easter egg revolves around the shield almost, honestly. So many things you have to shield blast. Okay, so you do need the Retriever. You do need to have the shield, of course. Another thing you need to have is monkey bombs. So I showed you in this guide how to get the free monkey bombs. You have to get a horde of zombies up, down underneath here, underneath the stairs here. Kill a bunch until the monkey bomb, that's the little monkey bomb statue right there, is red, and then shoot it or hit it with the weapon. So I showed you how to do that. You do need monkey bombs, and you do need the spoon. Not the spork. You don't need to go as far as get the golden spork, but you will need the spoon for this Easter egg. Alright everybody, I just want to say thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my guide to Blood of the Dead. I tried to cover as much non-Easter egg stuff as possible, but I will say this, some of the stuff I covered in this video will help you when if you so do desire to do the Easter egg. So I hope that you learned something about the map. I hope that you learned of all the different spots of where things can be. I hope you learned about the geometry of it a little bit if you were maybe a little bit confused about it beforehand. And yeah, I mean, if you have any other questions, you can always post them in my comment section. But other than that, that's really all I have for the map to tell you, at least at this moment, before we get into some more Easter eggy related stuff. So thanks for watching this video. I hope I didn't ramble on for too long. I'm probably going to have to edit quite a bit because it is a bit long. So we'll just see how it turns out. And again, this has been David from the Mr. Black YouTube channel, and thanks for watching. See ya.